Hi guys, I just recorded this everyday kind of makeup for you. This is my everyday. It's maybe not so much what I would wear to work every day, but more so just like going shopping, going out to dinner with my husband kind of thing. It's what I gravitate to the most, what I feel comfortable in. I like a reddish, kind of blown out, cracky eye. A bit heroin chic, and then a grey dead looking lip. Sounds so delightful. It's not your everyday bridal kind of look, but if you like this kind of look, keep watching and I will show you tips and tricks and the products that I use. Hope you enjoy. Okay, first I'm going to get started by putting a little bit of Lucas's Purple Ointment on my lips. This is like an Australian staple, pretty much. It's a really good lip balm, but it's so good to have in your kit if anyone has like eczema or a burn or anything like that. Good for dry. My lips are so dry right now. Alright, my moisturizer that I use is the Kheils Ultra Facial Moisturizer Sunscreen. You must have sunscreen in your moisturizer. I don't care what your skin type is like. No one wants to be getting skin cancers cut out of their face. Just no one wants skin cancer in general. And it happens. It happens to everyone. So use sunscreen, please. Please. So important. I like this one because it's nice and light. It's never made me break out, which some sunscreens do. It's a nice big bottle for a good price. So get that started. Prepping the face. I pop a little bit of concealer around my eye area. Can use this little MAC 263 brush and a little bit of the Amazing Concealer. It's called the Amazing Concealer in Fair. This stuff is really kind of thick and gloopy. It's good when you've got big old bags underneath your eyes, which is me right now because I have a cold. So starting off with that underneath the eyes. I don't wear this concealer every day just because it is so super thick, but I feel like today I need it, definitely. So I'm gonna pop that all over the eyes, right up to the brows as well, using the brush and then patting it in with my finger a little bit as well. I'm gonna do like a kind of reddish eye today. That's kind of my go-to. I like to call it the crack eye. Me and my friends always used to call it the crack eye when we go out. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Maya Mia Palette for this. Pretty much the only colors that I really use in this palette, like the warmer ones. I'm gonna use Sienna and Caramel for this, just because it's all in one palette, quick and easy. This is like meant to be kind of everyday makeup for me, so I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff, so keep it simple. So I'm just gonna pat that caramel all over the lid up to the crease. I'm kind of leaving the outer corner of the eye a little bit blank because I want it to be more red in that area, so I'm saving that for the color Sienna. So I have my favorite brush from Sienna. It's called the Mini Feather 19, and I'm going to grab that color Sienna by Anastasia and just pop that through the crease of the eye. I don't need to make anything special blended right now because I'm just depositing that color, and then I'm going to go back through and buff over it in a second. And then I'm going to use my trusty Royal & Langnickel crease brush and go back over the Sienna that I just put in with a little bit of caramel just to blend and buff that out. Just using super light motions back and forth on that brush. See how that just blends that out really nicely already. And more caramel for the other side. Back and forth motions with that brush. It's got a nice kind of tapered little point in it, so it gets right into that crease, but it also buffs beyond that as well. Very light pressure when you go up farther to the brow bone. You don't want too much product going on up there. It's not the 80s, peeps. Alright. So this one went up a little too high. I'm not really happy with that. So I'm going to go get my concealer brush. I'm just going to kind of use that just to erase the bits that got a little too high. I'm going to go underneath the eye with a little bit of MAC Costa Riche pencil, or yeah, what would I say? Costa Riche. All of the lingos from when I went from MAC Australia to MAC America totally changed. Satin taupe in Australia, satin taupe here in America. Not that I'm trying to sound American, but just people cannot understand you if you talk like that here. So I'm going to go and get my MAC 214 brush and just kind of blend and diffuse that Costa Riche pencil out. I love this pencil. Nice brown with definitely more of a reddish undertone. So great for hazel eyes or eyes that pull a little bit of green in them. Buff that out. Doesn't have to be too perfect because then we're going to go back in with the Sienna number 19 mini feather brush with the Sienna color and just kind of buff over that. If I put pencil under the eye, I almost always set it with a powder. That stops it from melting down the face. Kind of like you. Some people set their foundations with powder. Set this with a powder because it is an emollient kind of texture. So setting it, we'll set it. Add a little bit of that Sienna back in the crease. Blend that out just a wee bit. Alright, looking kind of cracky. I like it. So, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put some mascara on my eyes so I don't feel like a bald eagle. Mascara makes all the difference. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex. My new favorite right now. I also use Revitalash on my lashes, which helps them grow super, super long. So that's kind of why I never wear fake eyelashes. I don't really feel the need. And I don't know, I'm lazy when it comes to that. I always mascara my bottom lashes. I don't know, I can't live without it. I feel bald without it. So let's get started on foundation. So I just prep my skin with the Kheils Ultra Facial Moisturizer. I don't use primer daily. I've never really found that it works for me, so I just use moisturizer with sunscreen and then I pop on a good long-lasting foundation, and I feel like that's kind of enough for me. So I've been starting off with just one pump of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. I have color number 3, and then I just kind of start in the middle of the face with that. Stippling. I need a mirror for this. Stippling that all over. Start in the middle of the face and feather outwards. You'll find that you don't actually need foundation over your like entire face, especially like, you know, around here. I don't really have anything to hide around there, so it just makes it look more natural. You waste less product, and then that saves you from having that heinous makeup line on the jawline, which happens to the best of us. Get that chin. Ooh. I always kind of bring it down the neck a little bit, even though I'm pasty AF, you still kind of need to match. I still get a little sun. Haha, not really. So that's color number 3 in the Armani foundation. I'm not 100% that I love this color. I don't know, there's something about it that just doesn't give me that fresh kind of look. Okay, back at it. My battery died, so that was really great and organized of me to have a full battery before I start a YouTube video. Alright, I'm gonna do some cheeks now. I usually don't really powder, ever. I don't know why. I just don't. I really like dewiness on the face, so that's pretty much why. So a lot of people have trouble blending blushes and stuff when they don't powder. So if you need that, go ahead and do it. I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Illamasqua Sculpting Duo. I love this guy, I'm obsessed. Haven't ever gone through a highlight product before, so that's a first, and that's because I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour just right under the cheekbones right here. I don't really do much highlighting and contouring apart from this. This is all I do. I like a little bit of the less is more, so I'm not really huge into contouring the nose and all that kind of jazz, but I'm sure that's probably why you follow me, because I don't do that kind of stuff and a lot of people do. Not that there's anything against it, but like I said, I like more of a minimal kind of makeup, so that's just my thing. So contour brush from Royal and Langnickel. This is a really good one as well. I use the flat of it to contour the cheekbones, and then I go ahead and I use the tip of it and what's left of this Illamasqua Sculpting Duo highlighter, and then just kind of do the tops of the cheekbones with that. Oh, I love highlight. Give me all the highlight. I can sometimes go a little crazy with my highlight, but whatevs. A little bit over this side. Now, don't go too close to the eye area unless you're 20. But if you're like me and 29, the more I go up into here, the more it's gonna pick up any fine lines that I have around the eyes, unfortunately. So yeah. Anything that's shimmery is going to highlight the texture that you have on your skin in that area. So that being said, any blush that's like shimmery, like when I put NARS Orgasm on the apples of my cheeks, it does have like a shimmery glow to it. So it does pick up the pores in that area, which I'm okay with. Everyone's got pores, but I know a lot of people would probably not be into that. So I'm going to go ahead and put Brit Wit by MAC. This is a cream blush. Just pop that on the apples of the cheeks. I love cream blushes because, like I said, I don't powder, so cream blushes go beautifully over the top of the cream foundation. I use always a brush with my cream blushes. I use more of like a blotting motion on the apples of the cheeks and then brush it back into that contour that I've done. And blot, blot, blot. I'm gonna go ahead and soften that out a little bit using my foundation brush that I used. Just kind of soften those edges. You don't want any lines. If you use a beauty blender, you go ahead and do the same thing with that, just so it's not super harsh. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. And I did like a little mini review of this Maybelline Brow Drama in blonde. Oh, hi, come back here. I love this stuff. I found it on Pixie Roux's channel. So this is my natural brow right now. This isn't actually my natural brow. If you can see kind of up close, you can see the regrowth growing through from where I bleached my brows. I did have them super white, but just recently before I went to New York, I decided I was going to dye them just one level darker. So this is a 9.1 color touch that I put over my brows. They were white, so I used 9.1 color touch and a 10 volume. So this stuff, the Maybelline Brow Drama, is a little bit of a lifesaver in the morning when my brows were white and completely translucent. So I could quickly pop this stuff on and not look too super freaky when I would go to yoga in the mornings. So I feel like if you want just a natural brow, which most of the time I do, I have a lot of brow hair, so when I fill them in a lot, they look really extreme and a little too much, a little scary. But sometimes like I do have little mini gaps in my brows, so I'll just go through with a little bit of the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color taupe and just kind of like dot in any little bare bits. Get that off. You don't want your lips to be too glossy while you're putting your lipstick on. I'm gonna go ahead and use, well, this is my everyday look, so I like a reddish kind of haunting eye, as the guy at Charlotte Tilbury counter called it the other day, and a greyish kind of lip, kind of like a dead lip. A haunting eye and a dead lip. Can't go wrong. I'm using, of course, the infamous MAC Stone lip liner. How could I not? I don't always overdraw my lips. I usually just take it up to the natural lip line. But most of the time when I do overdraw my lips, it's because I did a little bit of the Winehouse effect. You know, when you go, oh, I'm just gonna do a skinny eyeliner today, and then all of a sudden you look like Amy Winehouse. So that's usually what happens with my lips. So that's just Stone by itself, and out of all of the millions of grey-ish toned lips that I have, I decided I would use the Sweet Pea and Faye Lips So Polished. This color is Alfred. I love this color. It smells super good. It kind of looks like a little, like a nail polish bottle when you pull it out. I just usually use just a normal lip brush with this because I don't really like the brush that it comes with inside the packaging. And this is, even though it's glossy, it's super long wearing. I love this color. Just a little bit deeper than OCC Sebastian lip tar. It really doesn't need a lip liner underneath it, but I just do that anyways. And what else? I think that is it. There we go, my friends. That is my completed everyday look. I hope you liked it. I will be doing a red carpet look that I did for my movie premiere with all the Charlotte Tilbury makeup. So if you're looking for the review of all of the Charlotte Tilbury products, that will be coming up very soon. So yeah, subscribe and comment any other ideas that you might have for me to do, and I hope you liked this. Thank you guys. Bye bye.